Having transformed more than 250 plus organizations and more than 75,000 people, we would like to share with you the secret to their successful transformation. Transpower Your Life is a series of programs that will power you to transform any aspect of your life and become what you want to be. Transpower Your Life with me, Malcolm Stephens. In the previous episode of Transpower Your Life, I've spoken to you about the journey of transformation. That is, when you set out on your journey of transformation, it all begins with thoughts, and these thoughts get energized through our emotions of happiness, joy, fulfillment, whatever it is. And then we connect these thoughts which are energized to our purpose of life, what we want to achieve in life, a purpose which is greater than what we are. So once we have done that, when you walk on this journey of life, we have forces which come and act on us. These forces can be divided into two. They can be either an enabling force, or there could be what we call as restraining forces which constrain us from moving ahead. Now, if you analyze your forces which work on you in your journey of transformation, you'll realize, yes, these two forces work. A positive force which enables you to move ahead, and a restraining force which stops you from moving ahead. It pulls you back possibly. I'll give you an example in life that whenever you want to do something, whenever you want to get work done, or you want to transform yourself, we need to use force. But it all depends on which force we are using and how are you using the force. Now suppose I work in a place where I have my boss, who comes to me and says, okay, Malcolm, this is the table in front of you. The work for you today is to shift this table from this end of the room to that end of the room. So he says, shift this table from this end of the room to the other side of the room. So I am a very enthusiastic person, so I roll up my sleeves, I get ready, and I apply all my force. But what I do is, I apply the force in the wrong manner. Instead of pushing it, I start pushing it from the top. I apply all my energy, all my force I apply. Whole day from 9 to 5 I do that. But when my boss comes in the evening, he asks me, what have you done? The table has not shifted an inch. It's not moved a bit. And I start telling him of all the forces which I've put, all the energy which I've used. And I tell him, boss, I didn't go to eat lunch, I didn't move out of this room, I didn't attend to telephone calls, I applied all my force to move this table, but it has not moved. My boss is doing exactly what others in the world do to us. They are looking for results, they are looking for displacement. As a law of physics states, work done is equal to force into displacement. What I am explaining to my boss is, listen, I've applied all the force, and what he is asking me is a resultant, that after applying all this force, what displacement have you got? And I've got no displacement, so work done is zero. So friends, we need to check in our lives, are we using restraining force or an enabling force? And if we are using an enabling force in our lives, how are we using it? Are we using it in the right direction, which is getting us results? So when you set out on your journey of transformation, when we have these forces within us which are working on us, we need to first eliminate the forces which constrain us or stop us or restrain us. And then with the force which are enabling forces, we need to use this properly and ensure we get maximum displacements out of the force which we are applying. When we do that, we are on the road, we are on the right path to get the results which we want and transform ourselves. Transpower Your Life with me, Malcolm Stephens, and catch me on another episode of Transpower Your Life.